For a very limited time, join our giveaways and take the chances to win with us. Just check the description.
Solana is a crypto network that we as a whole know will stay significant coming soon for the crypto world. Albeit the ongoing business sector slaughtered all of our =1 digital forms of money, we have almost certainty that they all will get to sparkle in the future. With an ongoing cost of around $32, Sol is most certainly a crypto many will consider to be on a markdown. In any case, there are additionally numerous financial backers who might want to understand what Solana has coming up for the future, particularly its cost expectation. Over the course of the last week, the cost of Solana, SOL, stayed around $42.67. The course supply of SOL is 348 million. The market cap went up to $14.860 billion. What is Solana? Solana's been a top entertainer during 2021 and is an immediate contender to Ethereum. Solana as of now remains at number 5 on the cryptographic money market as far as market cap. The overall population is keen on perceiving how Solana's special innovation will contrast with those of Bitcoin and Ethereum sooner rather than later. Obviously, Solana is as yet a new kid on the block, that got to blossom in 2021, so the unpredictability rates are still high. Yet, what precisely is Solana, and how can it work? Solana is a Layer 1 blockchain, meaning it runs freely of other cryptographic forms of money. Solana is the name of both the blockchain and the digital currency. The proof-of-stake (POS) blockchain was created by Anatoly Yakovenko back in 2017 and furthermore utilizes the imaginative innovation proof of history (PO). The venture is open source and is intended to have decentralized and adaptable applications (dApps). Moreover, Anatoly distributed the Solana whitepaper back in November of 2017, making sense of proof of history (PO) exhaustively. Set forth plainly, the PO offers overall accessibility and is a permissionless wellspring of time in the organization that happens before agreement. All in all, it is a succession of calculation, giving cryptographical ways of checking a section of time between two occasions of occasions. This prompts many benefits that Solana has over different contenders like Ethereum. Despite the fact that Anatoly Yakovenko freely expressed back in June 2021 that Solana isn't expecting to be an immediate contender of Ethereum. Rather, he desires to see a large number of these blockchains interrelated, framing a new world of potential outcomes. Sol price prediction for 2022 to 2030. Solana's future cost is challenging to anticipate, as it is dependent on various variables, including the presentation of the Solana organization, worldwide monetary circumstances, and the cost of other digital currencies. Nonetheless, in the event that Solana keeps on developing as an organization at its ongoing rate, it is conceivable that the cost assessment for Sol could without much of a stretch return to $100 toward the finish of 2022. This would address a critical increment from its ongoing cost of around $36.67. However, would in any case be way underneath its record-breaking high of $258.93, arrived at in November 2021. While Solana's future cost is difficult to foresee with sureness, we are anxious to impart to you our logical gauge. Remember that these are fundamentally theories, albeit upheld by realities and other to some degree strong variables. So, we should make a beeline for the intriguing part and see our Solana cost expectations 2022. A portion of the monetary business top names have loaned their weight to Solana's cost guess. The quantity of coordinated efforts and occasions with the digital money area shows that many individuals are sure about digital currency. As per that into Solana's presentation over the course of the last year, it might accomplish a gigantic lift by the end of the year, dissimilar to other huge coins like Bitcoin and ETH, and get through the $100 mark once more, which will draw it nearer to its past levels. Obviously, there's the situation that we experience further world contentions that can influence the crypto market. All things considered, we can anticipate that Sol should drop in cost. Nobody can say without a doubt the way that low it might go, however we can undoubtedly see it dropping to around $25–$30. 2023. Numerous investigators have made Solana cost expectations for 2023, and the overall agreement is that the cost of Solana will keep on rising. This depends on various elements, including the rising utilization of Solana's innovation, the developing fame of crypto, and the general inspirational perspective for the worldwide economy. While it is difficult to say precisely exact thing the cost of Solana will be in 2023, most specialists concur that it can possibly arrive at new levels. All the more, everything being equal, we can anticipate that the cost of Solana should reach $117.50 $121.50 toward the finish of 2023. 2024. On the off chance that the development for Solana proceeds, we can undoubtedly see it getting enormous reception. Our cost expectation for 2024 is pretty much as moderate as could really be expected, to not mislead you. We accept that toward the finish of 2024, the cost of Solana will reach no less than $145. On the off chance that we let ourselves be somewhat more speculative, we'd raise it to $165, bringing it increasingly close to its past pinnacle. 2025. As per numerous Solana devotees and their cost expectations, Sol costs might rise decisively in the exchanging range somewhere in the range of $182.13 and $194.16. Nonetheless, the most practical assumption is for a midpoint of these cost levels. With far and wide reception, Sol cost expectation as a modest and helpful computerized resource could turn into a reality. For this situation, we should likewise consider that the Solana organization can essentially grow and create. All things considered, costs might try and go as high as $240, yet that is very aggressive. With respect to a more regrettable situation, there are numerous things we can't foresee, such as any worldwide military, natural, pandemic, taking a gander at COVID, monetary, and other comparable issues. However, how about we investigate what we have within reach? In the event that a solid contender emerges, things can go south for Solana. Something else that can happen is assuming there's any adjustment of the organization's activity. This can incorporate a difference in CEO, engineers, other colleagues, and so on. Assuming that occurs, we can see the cost of Solana dropping by 50 to 70%, meaning it will go for about $115 $120. 2026. Keeping our moderate methodology, we won't attempt to make ludicrous cost expectations for Solana. Albeit many accept that by 2026 the cost of Sol will be something like $300, we'd give an alternate worth. 2026 is really not excessively far away, yet as far as crypto, it is. We accept that Solana